Beard's getting pretty long, guys. It's about 3 months in right here. Hey everyone, I'm Jake from Jake M Media, and today we're talking 5 reasons I love the Canon PowerShot ELPH 360HS. Let's do this thing. Ugh. So the first reason I love this camera is because it's budget friendly. This camera only costs $239 on Amazon, which is honestly right in that sweet spot. Because it's not too cheap to where it's missing features like the Sony CyberShot DSC W800 with no full HD, Canon PowerShot ELPH 190 IS with no full HD either, or even the Kodak PixPro FZ53, which doesn't have full HD and only has 16 megapixels for photos. Also, this camera isn't too expensive to where it's going to break the bank. Because there are more expensive point and shoot cameras out there like the Canon PowerShot G9X Mark II, which costs $559.95 on Amazon, Panasonic Lumix LX15, which costs $697.99 on Amazon, or even the Sony CyberShot RX100 Mark VI, which costs $1,198 on Amazon. Like, why would you want to pay over $1,000 for just a little dinky point and shoot camera? And that leads me into my second reason why I love this camera, and that's because it's easy to use. What I mean by this is that there's not many buttons on this thing to begin with, so it's not going to be overwhelming to a lot of new shooters out there that pick up this camera. Along with that, you have the limited menu system. There's not many options in the menu to change your settings, so that's not going to be overwhelming for shooters either. And because of those two reasons, a lot of this camera is automatic, which makes it super easy for beginners and new shooters to just pick it up and start shooting their YouTube videos or just taking pictures, whatever they're going to use it for. However, if you do want this camera to have a more manual feel, you can change up a few of those settings to where you can kind of cheat the system into a manual style camera. But these are just things like changing the recording mode to program and messing around with the settings in there. Also, if you do want to figure out how to get more out of this camera, I do have a video on that and I'll link it up above in the card. Alright, and now for my next reason, 1920 by 1080 full HD. In my opinion, 1920 by 1080 or 1280 by 720 is the lowest you should go for video resolution. However, I lean a little bit more toward 1920 by 1080. And there are higher resolution options out there, but you shouldn't be worrying about those for a few reasons. First of all, they're more expensive. Secondly, people don't even have monitors, TVs, or phones that can display at high resolutions like 4K and above. And thirdly, they'll eat up your storage space. Real quick, if you guys are enjoying this video and getting value out of it, can you just give that like button a little tap, tap, taparoo? It'd really help out the algorithm and bump this video up for people that haven't seen it yet. Anyways, now let's get back to the video. Now for reason number 4, image stabilization. Now what image stabilization does is allow for smoother footage and makes it easier to handhold at slower shutter speed photos. Not even some professional cameras have this. My Canon SL2 that I'm shooting on right now doesn't have image stabilization, and neither does this big frickin' beast of a camera, the Canon 6D Mark II. And these both cost way more than this little doohickey right here. Around like $1,200 for this thing and like $600 for that one. So yeah, frickin' image stabilization. Now for my 5th and final reason why I love this camera, the size. Let's read the dimensions and weight real quick. Dimensions are 3.9 by 2.3 by 0.9 inches or 99.6 by 58 by 22.8 millimeters. And the weight is 5.18 ounces or 147 grams. When I hold my phone, it feels like they're pretty even, but I think the camera might be lighter. And just for a side-by-side comparison, we have my phone right there and the camera, and then we got that side and the screen side, and then that too, I guess. I mean, just look, you guys can't see that, so we're gonna go outside. Alright guys, watch this real quick. Ready? You got my pocket there, and the camera, pocket. Whoop. Real easy and nice, can't even feel it in there. Take it out, bam, ready to go. Alright, see this thing? Ready? Camera, pocket, it's not gonna fit in there that way. Here, let's try this way. Nope, not gonna work. This big bitch isn't gonna go in there. Back in the bag you go. Alright, so what I'm getting at here is that this thing is incredibly small. Yes, it is a point and shoot camera, so you're gonna expect that small size, but that's one of the things I love about this camera, so I think it was still worthy enough to highlight that feature. Alright, so if you guys do want to see more of Jake, make sure you subscribe by clicking right here. Also, if you do want to check out this camera, there will be links down in the description below. Thanks for watching, and always remember to capture great moments. Deuces. Peace out!